In order to set up your project loyalty, the first thing you're going to want to do is log into your Thursday Think Tank members area and download the software to your desktop or somewhere where you can find it and unzip it. Now, the Thursday Think Tank page looks like this, and you'll go to Project Loyalty, you'll go to download and install, and you'll be on this page. Once you click on this, it'll download a zip file, and you take that zip file, unzip it, and open it up, and I'll show you how to upload those files that are in this zip file to either your FileZilla FTP. The next thing you want to do is log into your cPanel so that you can create your database. Scroll down to the databases module and click on MySQL databases. Now this is where you're going to create a new database, and what you'll do is you'll put in the name of the database, and so being it's a loyalty type product, this one we'll call it Loyal1, and we'll create the database. Now I recommend you copy the database name to a notepad so that you don't forget it. Then you'll go back to the database section and you'll scroll down. Next you'll create a username, and you can use the same name as your database, and then the easiest thing to do is go ahead and click on the password generator, and we'll use that password. Copy it to your clipboard and then check this that you've copied it to a safe place. We'll go ahead and put it in our notepad in a second, and then we'll use this password, and then we'll click create user. We'll paste that in here, and then I double do it, but I go ahead and grab this whole thing. Don't grab the period because the period won't work in your password. We'll copy that and put it into the notepad, and then now you've got your user, your password, and your database name. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come back in here, we're going to go back, and we're going to scroll down, and we're going to add this user to the database. So we're going to select it, we're going to find Loyal1 and Loyal1, and then we're going to click add. That brings up this page here where we can select the privileges, and you want to select all privileges and click make changes. So now your database is connected to the user. I'll show you here. We'll go in and we'll locate it, and you can see right here the database and the username are connected. So that's all we need to do in here. Now what we'll do is we'll go in and we'll upload the files using FileZilla, and we'll upload the files to a directory to install. Now this is a free FTP piece of software that will allow you to upload the files from your desktop to your server so that you can do the install. And what I'll do is I'll log in, and then I'll show you how easy it is to copy the files right into the server. Now I'm logged in to the FTP portal, so what I'll do next is I'll create a directory in here that will allow me to install my software onto my server, and I'm going to put it right on the root. So the directory will be just in its own file called loyalty, and then we'll locate that directory, and as you can see it's right here. So I'll open it up, and right here in the root you can see it's public_HTML and then /loyalty. So now what I'll do is I'll locate the files and we'll upload them right into this directory. So here is the directory unzipped, and I'll just go ahead and open it up, and you can see all the files in here. Now what I'll do is I'll just select one and then Control A to select them all, and then all you have to do is hold your left mouse click down, drag them over, and drop them into the loyalty directory on your server, and that'll take just a few minutes. So we'll come back as soon as that's finished. Okay, so we're finished with the upload, and as you can see there's an install directory here. I like to right click on that and copy that URL to the clipboard. So what we'll do is we'll paste that URL into our browser, and make sure you're either using Chrome, Google Chrome, or Firefox. Internet Explorer is not recommended. I'm not even sure it'll work with it, but it's definitely not recommended. So we're going to paste that in there, and that'll get the process started. And then the next thing you'll do is you'll read your terms and conditions, and then accept the terms and conditions and click proceed to next. Now what this will do is this will bring up the page here with your fields to add in your host name. Most of the time, if it's cPanel, you're going to be using localhost for the host name. So we'll put in host name, and then we'll paste in the username, and we'll get that. That's the database username that we created. So we'll paste in the database username, and then we'll paste in the database name, and we use the same one for both, and then we'll go get the password. And this is the password that we created when we created the database. Now the next thing, I always check the connection, make sure that it's going to connect successfully, and then click on the next button. And what that does is it brings up this page. You must use the email that you purchased here as well as the password that was generated for you. This information was emailed to you when you completed your purchase. Now what this is talking about is, well, this will be your Thursday Think Tank email and password, and so that's what you're going to use in here. And I'll go and get those and post those in here. Put your name in, your email that you purchased your Thursday Think Tank with, and your Thursday Think Tank password, and then we'll click next. Once you click next, then it'll bring you to this page, and you'll need to go back into your FTP and delete the install directory before you click on the login here. So that's the next thing we'll do. So we're back in the FTP. Come in here and either right click and hit delete, or just hit the delete button, and it'll say, do you want to delete this contents? And you say yes. As soon as that's done, you should be ready to go back in and log in. So then what you'll do is you'll click on login, and this will bring in your login page, and you'll put in your Thursday Think Tank login email that you received, that you purchased your package with, plus the email, the password that they give you, and then you'll click login and you'll be into your system.